Good evening, brothers and sisters. Well, I was here last week, and I was really so excited to see you back after so long. I've been in and out of North Carolina. I'm sure my household has been waiting for me, but I haven't had much time because of what is happening in New Jersey. My daughter-in-law gave birth again, after our 1 year doing apostolic work in New Jersey. A year ago, on January 1st, she was born, my granddaughter. But we didn't realize that she would not have she would not have her first period, but she had that baby right away. There goes my wife there. But I miss North Carolina, that's why I'm here. Then probably at the end of the month I'll be back in New Jersey just to do whatever chores my wife would want me to do. As always, I'm a very good husband. I always follow my wife. It's like what my grandfather told me. If you want your wife to be happy, or you want to be happy, make your wife happy. Correct? But anyway, today we'll be talking about the first stop. This is the very essence of the Christian Life program we're in. We will be talking about the basic concept of what Christianity is all about. That's why the first 4 talks is very important. If you remember last week, Tony was saying he's inviting you to just go for the first talk, right? And to me, I always say that. I only need 4 talks. Just join us for the first 4 talks. After the first 4 talks, and you don't like it, you could go home. Don't come back. But next year, I will call you again. Okay? Because I want you to be part of the community. I've been part of this community for 14 years. I was married for 14 years. I'm only, 35. I got married at 15, No, I'm just kidding.
Reverse.
But let's go to the first talk. What is the first talk all about? I think our main objective here is to really have that reality that there is sin. Okay? There is a reality of sin and Satan. And we will talk about that. And of course, I want you to understand what God's love is all about. Many times we have been given all this, what is this love is all about, but it seems that we don't understand what it is. Okay? There are many instances wherein God gives us all this love, and yet, to us, that love is just like a normal thing for us. It's just like a normal everyday work for us, or a normal thing that is happening for us. Like we eat every day, after eating, etc., we do something, and at the end of the day we go to sleep, we wake up in the morning, and so on and so forth. But for us to be able to understand what this God's love is all about, I think we need to see, okay? We need to have an overview of what the situation in the world today. What do we see in the world today? There is crime, there is lying. And it rhymes, isn't it? So, why? There is serious disorder in our society. War is always there. We haven't done with Afghanistan, we haven't done with Iraq, but all over the world there is always war going on. There is poverty. We can see the poverty in the world. There is murder. I think statistics would say that every day there is a murder is being committed. And so on and so forth. But if we talk about ourselves on a personal level, what is going on? Fear is always there with us, isn't it? There is fear, there is loneliness, And when there is loneliness, there is depression. When you become depressed, what do? Television says you go Prozac, right? Is that the solution? I'm not sure. And I don't know. But then again, our own effort, mankind's effort, all right, to correct or to make this world better is not happening. Why is that so? Because we're doing our own wisdom. Everything we do, everything we labor about, is based on mankind's wisdom and not the wisdom of God. If we remember what Isaiah was saying in Isaiah 55, verse 8 and 9, God says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, nor your ways are my ways, says the Lord. As high as the heavens above the earth, so high are my ways above your ways, and my thoughts above your thoughts." Let's ponder what this passage in the Bible is all about. Does God bring us this confusion and disorder in His Word? Does God really has a plan for us? I think if you will believe in what God was saying, and if you will agree with me, I think the answer is a big yes. Yes, because for now and on an ongoing basis, we can start understanding God's plan by looking at what has happened in the days before. How do we do this? Go back to Genesis. We have heard about the story about the Genesis. Okay? God is interested, very interested in our lives. Why? Because He wants to restore our relationship with Him. Let's go back to Genesis 1, verse 31. What does God say there? What God creates is good. Right? Because what happened there is, that verse says that God looked at everything He has made, and He found it very good. That's why evening came and the morning followed, and then He finished creation on what? On the 6th day. Correct? Now, whatever confusion, whatever disorder that is going on in the world today is not what God has planned. Okay? Now,